Hello, my name is Ben and I'm here with a TLDR of Aurora's Rainbow Bridge. Aurora is an Ethereum virtual machine built on the Near protocol. Near is a layer 1 blockchain and it has 2 to 3 second finality, it's scalable, and it's carbon neutral. What does this mean? Well, if you're an Ethereum developer, it means you'll be able to develop in the same sort of environment you're used to, except that your transaction fees will be much lower, like 0.02 cents. So your users are going to be happy. And also the finality will be much quicker, like within seconds. And Aurora supports all of the same tools you're familiar with in the ETH ecosystem, including MetaMask, including Truffle, Remix. All those are still available when you're developing your Ethereum applications within the Aurora virtual machine. Aurora built a bridge to the Ethereum network called the Rainbow Bridge, and that's what we're going to be covering today. So getting started on Aurora is actually really simple if you're an Ethereum developer, or a Near developer for that matter. It's just about changing the RPC endpoints you use. The bridge can be found at rainbowbridge.app or at aurora.dev. Today we're going to be covering the Rainbow Bridge, and that part of the documentation can be found at doc.aurora.dev. So let's get started. This section just walked you through the menu options of the Rainbow Bridge app. And the main takeaway is that you can just connect the Rainbow Bridge to either the Ethereum network or the Aurora network, or of course the Near network. The transfer page is the landing page of the Rainbow app. And here you can actually initialize a new transfer and of course view recent transactions. Now there's two ways to move funds: bridging them and sending them. Bridging is moving assets to wallets on different networks, where sending is moving assets to wallets on the same network. Moving assets between Near and Aurora is really simple. You're just kind of filling in the details in the transfer section, and then you're connecting both of the wallets, one for Near, one for Aurora, and then you're just clicking continue. The setup for transferring assets from Ethereum is the same as transferring between Aurora and Near, but if you're transferring an ERC20 token, then there's a few extra steps, and we're going to go through those a bit. So when you're transferring from Ethereum, MetaMask will appear to confirm the amount of gas you are estimated to spend on the transfer. Once you confirm that, the transfer should complete in about 10 minutes. Gas fees on ETH are exponentially higher than on Near or Aurora, so be sure to keep extra ETH in your MetaMask wallet to cover those transaction fees. As I mentioned, if you're moving ERC20 tokens, it requires a few more steps, but they're really just involving approving and confirming the transfer a couple of times from the app and from your MetaMask wallet. You'll be like going back and forth, approve, confirm, approve. When you're all said and done, the transfer still takes about 10 minutes to complete. Transferring to Ethereum is a bit more complicated just because it requires two separate transactions. The first transaction starts the transfer and can take up to 16 hours. You don't have to keep your app or computer open or anything, but just know that it takes about 16 hours for that first transfer to complete. The second transaction finalizes the transfer. This way, if gas prices are high, you can wait until they drop for this step. There's no expiration. The transaction will be there on your dashboard when you're ready to finalize it and complete the transfer. You can find pending and completed transfers on the landing page with details about each one. Additionally, you can hide transfers and set filters to only show certain types of transfers on that transfer page. If you want to restore transactions that you hid, you want to put them back to the landing page, this is where you would do that. Additionally, you can also deploy new tokens to the bridge. You can check on network status. You can set approval limits on assets so you don't have to manually confirm every single transaction in MetaMask. So it saves a lot of the workflow and all that. So what can you actually do with a Rainbow Bridge? Well, right now in Web3, we're at a state of interoperability. That means that all of these Web3 networks that are popping up, we're trying to connect with each other, just like the internet did 30 years ago, just networks connecting with other networks. So information can pass seamlessly through the open web. And a bridge allows you to move assets from one network they were created in to another network that doesn't even understand what they are. This means that you can mint an NFT collection on Near and then sell it to Ethereum accounts. The way you do that is that the NFTs are kind of locked on Near, and then ETH-friendly versions of those are then created on the Ethereum, where the Ethereum accounts can move them just like they would native NFT. It's not just NFTs. You can do a lot more with bridges, like bridge to a private chain, and then you kind of can work with the idea of sensitive information. So private voting, protecting PII, these things are possible through bridges. Thank you so much for watching this. This is our very first episode, so I hope you found it useful. Please help us improve by leaving a comment, and until next time, I'll see you on chain.